Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Badru Bazi Olayemi. My name is Nur Asliza binti Mazahir, 255281. I'm as a first presenter. I will explain about the introduction. On introduction, I will explain a concept of trade credit. A trade credit is business-to-business agreement or understanding between agents engaged in business with each other that allows exchange of goods and also services without any immediate exchange of money. The meaning is a buyer is allowed to buy product a later scheduled date and account without charging cash upfront. Therefore, in a trade credit have two perspectives, which is a buyer and also supplier. In a buyer perspective, trade credit will appear as a account payable in current liability on their balance sheet. But the supplier point of view, their perspective that trade credit will appear as account receivable in current asset also at the balance sheet. As well, trade credit is an effective method for common transaction between small and also medium enterprise, and it has seen important part in the literature. Then, the trade credit may be a significant important source of funding for a certain companies, categories of firm companies, and also industrial sector. Next, I will explain why we choose industrial of construction. Because this is a sector that has a relation to the use of a trade credit and consequently can improve their performance by giving a trade credit to the firms. And then, construction industry also as it important for companies with many advantages to receive funding. For example, financing of current activities is a relative cheap source of financing resources are made available to achieve other economic goals. And then it is accepted that there are financing constraints on small and also medium enterprise in order to make credit supply management part of their sales growth. To achieve this study, we collect the data of a sample of 15 firms in construction industry for the period between 2009 until 2018, and we investigating the impact of credit supply on sales growth in terms of account payable, account receivable, and also firm size on sales growth among construction industry in Malaysia. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to my next presenter to explain more about literature review. Thank you. And we investigating the impact of credit supply on sales growth in terms of account payable, account receivable, and also firm size on sales growth among construction industry in Malaysia. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to my next presenter to explain more about literature review. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhanis Atira binti Mat Marihan, 256153. I would like to present about literature review based on our case study. The first author is Muhammad Aslam. The journal year is in 2017. The title of the journal is Impact of Trade Credit on Sales Growth, an empirical study based on cement sector of Pakistan. First, they said that trade credit has significant positive effect on sales growth of cement sector of Pakistan. Next, there is positive relationship between firm age and its growth from their result. And another author is Darith Yazdansfa and Peter Ohma in 2014. The title of the journal is The Impact of Credit Supply on Sales Growth based on Swedish evidence. They said that firm sales growth and the independent variable is observed. The relationship between sales growth, account receivable, slowing down sales growth, and firm size. That is significantly positive. The results show supply of trade credit in terms of account receivable. Next, the author is Khalid Sofani. The journal is 2002. The title of the journal is The Supply of Trade Credit Evident from the UK. First, they said that the existence of positive and correlation with the account receivable indicate that smaller company with large asset tends to external more trade credit. After that, there are negative correlationship between account receivable and the small firms experience negative profit. This is different from medium size and large size. Next, the title of the journal is Trade Credit and SME Profitability Small Business Economy. The author name is Martinez Sola in 2014. They said that recently there has been a positive relationship between financing and receivable account and firm profitability. In empirical research has addressed particularly the impact of the receivable account on firms' growth. They conclude that well-established suppliers by lending to financial constrained firms could act as financial intermediaries. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Pavitra Shinmugam. My metric number is 255988. Today I am going to present about the model specification. Model specification is a process of finding the independent variable that include or exclude from the regression equation. The needs of a model is often begins when a researcher like us wants to mathematically define the independent variables and dependent variables. One of the most important but least understood problems in all relapse research concern about the details of the model. Model details shows to determine which autonomy factor should be remembered or prohibited from a relapse. In fact, the relapse investigation covers 3 stages, which are model, the parameters of the model, and the understanding of these parameters. Our evaluation of the model parameters and our translation of them depend on the correct definition of model. After that, problems can arise at whatever level we set incorrectly model. Moreover, there are 2 important types of determinant error. The first determinant error occurs when we misinterpret the model by considering the recurrence non-significant autonomic variable were hypothesis. In the second, we misrepresenting the model by prohibiting it from the recurrent hypothesized autonomic variables. To run the regression analysis, we come up with an equation which consists of independent variables and dependent variables. Our independent variable from this equation is account receivable, account payable, and firm size, and dependent variable is sales growth. We form the equation like this. Growth equals to beta 0 plus beta 1 A stroke R plus beta 2 A stroke P plus beta 3 size plus nu. The AR is represent account receivable, the AP represent account payable, and the size is represent the firm size. And nu is for the error. That's all my part. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Farhanisha, metric number 255971. I am from Group 3, going to present regarding the topic, the impact of credit supply towards sales growth.
My part for this presentation is methodology. In this part, we have data collection method and data analysis method. In data collection method, we have data stream and secondary data. Data stream, we extract the raw data from 15 Bursa Malaysia listed cement company from the year 2009 to 2018. The main objective of this research is to investigate the credit supply of cement industry. The dependent variable of this research is sales growth, while the independent variable of this research are account payable, account receivable, and firm size. Besides that, we use secondary data in our research. Secondary data can be defined as the data collected from someone else for a different purpose. Example of secondary data are book, journal, article, annual report, social report, magazine, and others. In our research, we use journal as a reference. We took journal from the year 2010 for our research purpose. All the dependent variable and independent variable we took from the reference of the journal. Next, for data analysis method, we use SPSS. SPSS stands for Statistical Package of Social Science. SPSS is set of program that use to combine data into single package. SPSS usually used to understand and to interpret the data. The data in our research was analyzed by using analyzing tools, which is SPSS. The output analyzed was descriptive statistic, which is mean, standard deviation, and N, to estimate the sales growth, firm size, account payable, and account receivable to determine the relationship between the variables. We also use correlation analysis to determine the relationship between the dependent variable and independent variable. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Felicia Francis and my metric number is 254439. So now I would like to explain about the empirical justification. In this section, we empirically justified the theoretical result which is explained in previous section, that is analyzing the impact of credit supply on sales growth based on the construction company. So in this assignment, we are using 15 construction companies in Malaysia and the data was taken from the year 2019 to 2018 to run this regression analysis. So as you all know, our dependent variables is sales growth and the independent variables are firm size, account receivable, and account payable. The table above shows the summary of correlation statistic for all dependent and independent variables in this model. For your information, we are using Pearson correlation test to analyze how significant is the variables toward the sales growth in this model. So based on the observation above, we get to know that firm size and account receivable are positively related with sales growth, meanwhile account payable is negatively related with sales growth. Next is the analysis of model summary. We are using 3 independent variables and 150 data to run this regression. Based on the model summary, only 30% of the variables is explained the variance in sales growth. So this is not a good model because 87% is affected by the other different elements. Meanwhile, table 3 shows the summary of coefficient statistic for all dependent and independent variable in this model. Based on the table above, we can see that there is two independent variable which is significant to the sales growth, which are firm size, the value is 0.06, and the account receivable, the value is 0.04. On the other side, account payable is not significant to the sales growth because the p-value is 0.522, which is more than the significant value of 0.05. Therefore, the highest beta coefficient is found in firm size, which is 0.184, and the lowest is for account payable, which is negative 0.57. From this, we can know that the firm size has the greatest contribution to the sales growth, and the account payable is just having a small part of contribution to the sales growth. So the following is the equation for our model. Sales growth equals to 0.192 plus 0.019 firm size minus by 2.945 account payable plus 0.268 account receivable. So that's all from me. The next part will explain by my friend. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farah Izzati binti Zahid, 256086. So today I'll be presenting conclusion and also limitation. So for conclusion, this research is to have an empirical test and also to identify the impact of credit supply towards sales and to identify the impacts that related to sales growth, and also the variables which are account receivable, account payable, and also firm size. So we apply a model for a small sample for Malaysian data that was taken from the financial report, and the firms that we take are from Bursa Malaysia. So the conclusion, there are a positive relationship between sales growth, firm size, and also account receivable. There are a negative relationship between sales growth and account payable. Next, implication. This research paper has added to the topic of sales growth by viewing the impacts of credit supply to transactions that were cause of the resistance of change. Many studies evaluate the impacts of sales growth from the factors such as firm age and creditworthiness, and many more. So this study that we are conducting is we evaluate the elements that is directly impact to sales growth, which is sales growth and also credit supply, which is the account receivable, account payable, and also the firm size. So this study that we have been conducting can contribute to more holistic model to enable more researcher to conduct assessment on sales growth and factor that can contribute towards credit supply. So in practical implications, this study can contribute changes in the organization. So the changes of management, we have great interest in this study, as this study can also be a helpful guideline for the firm to change their sales management. This study will help them to change, to know how to change, and the firm can improve their way of implementing credit supply to have a good sales in the industry. Thank you.